We're back again, and all I need to do now is just auto this one. So I'll just go in and I'm on the wrong team. I was doing some multi. I'm sort of realizing this FFBE event, you kind of need a lot of medals to get all the character shards. So I am grinding that as much as I can in multi. I'm hoping multi is actually giving me double the medals. But here we are, back again for the raid. I was reading some stuff online, and I'm gonna try to just keep going with this team and not really switch anything. But it seems like a lot of the stuff is related to certain limit breaks just having, spirit down, magic resist down. Then I saw something else about Eldira. This raid actually only goes to 99 because Halloween Little Lila has the level 4 to 3 ability, so they designed it for that, I guess. So you could see the big reward is here at level 98, and then level 99 is the last one. So that's kind of interesting, I guess. So in reality, we only have 14 more levels to go. I probably should have done the level 84, just finish that off camera, because I just spent an energy. And basically just to do a little bit, like take one turn essentially. So some changes that I made on my own. I was looking at the equipment, and it looked like Adelard and Garvel had defensive weapons instead of spirit weapons. Medina's good because she has the Kaleido Moon. Is that what it's called? The Luna Verve Moon. Yeah, Kaleido Moon. And then Howlet, I don't know, Howlet's just surviving because he is on pretty much all offense right now. Let's see. Looks like Garvel actually has way more spirit now, so hopefully he actually survives. I know it doesn't stack fully, but it does add up, I think, about halfway. And I'm holding back a sneeze right now. Trying to, alright, either come out or stay back. Okay, I think I'm good. So let's continue here and go into level 85. We're not going to auto this. Oh, and one more thing. For Adelard, I actually found that the jeweled ring gives accuracy, so I just gave him some accuracy. I think he had the Hermes sandals on before, so it's going to be a little bit different. Actually, I think I changed Howlet and Garvel, so let me change them back, because I think I want Howlet in the bottom spot. Or maybe it was Adelard. You know what? It doesn't matter because I'm gonna control it manually, so I think it should be fine. I think it was actually Adelard that was in the wrong spot. Oh no, yeah, that's what it was. That was right. So I'm just gonna continue with the same exact pattern. And actually, I might do the Garvel. Okay, so now Golem's going before Adelard. So that might actually be better because I can get the Imperil off without having to aim at that particular spot. But it looks like he's aiming at that spot. So we are going to use the limit burst for Garvel here. And that's going to cause the spirit down. And I know, I think I'm still going to use Adelard's spirit down with resistance break. Then another thing I saw, again, I'm sorry for kind of cheating here, but I saw some people were actually using jamming thrust. So I changed I changed Howlet to Red Mage, and looks like he's doing a lot more damage right off the bat. So we won't really need to let me see. Give me 1 second. We won't really need to do the Drain Evocation and all that stuff. Actually, I didn't really cheat. I was on Reddit for a bit, but I didn't really pick that up from Reddit. I saw that on when I did the multi-raid, people were just using Jamming Thrust. And then I looked it up in WLTV Calc. And Jamming Thrust and Eroga Blade are just about the same. The only difference is that Jamming Thrust is not a slashing, so it doesn't get resisted. And actually, I think it has... Golem has negative magic attack, or magic attack resist. So that's the real big difference there. I already did the Imperil, so I'm gonna probably move here and do the resistance break. And I forgot if I already said it, but I leveled up Garvel's Limit Burst. And I also leveled up Howlett's Limit Burst. Because he also has a... I didn't mean to do that, but he also has a... wind resist down on his Limit Burst. But considering how hard we're hitting, we probably won't even need to do that. So right now I'm just going to Drain with Medina. I think... Okay, it's only one more AP than Blizzard. So that should be fine. I was kind of a little scared that it might use up too much AP because, you know, those last few turns always kind of come down to the wire. But I will stick to what I'm doing now. Unavailable Pain. And this is still recommending Jamming Thrust. And Jamming Thrust is basically doing max damage. So let's continue with Blizzard here. Adelard, maybe an Imperil might be in order. I think he should be done casting before any of these guys go, so it should be fine, even if they end up killing him. Okay, good. So Adelard might die here, but he pretty much did his job, and then he came out with another Imperil. So it looks like they were all... Oh, no. I thought they were all gunning after Adelard, but I guess none of them were able to... So even if I move closer, it's still recommending Jamming Thrust. And I checked, Jamming Thrust actually has 6 casts, so that's pretty diesel right there. It may be a good time to use Tetrasulfate, but actually I'll just hold off. And Medina goes again. So we do have enough turns here. And what I'll do is I'll cast this Tetrasulfate now. That should kill that elemental. So what was the difference in that run? Howlett doing Jamming Burst the full time. And then Garvel doing his LB on the first turn. And it looks like... Oh no, I do have enough. I guess they don't want me to overkill, so they're recommending me a weaker attack. But Jamming Thrust does well here. Okay, I kind of need to sneeze. But I think we did well, so I think that'll help carry us a few more rounds further. So we actually were able to do that one on one shot. So that means we didn't have to waste any extra energy, which is very, very good. Okay, so if we could do at least like maybe to level 90 without wasting energy, that would be very, very good. So he already has 113 HP, which is pretty high. I expected around 120, I think, but I think he might actually surpass that. I'm just trying to think really quick. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned before. I think I did. I made another Soul of Tomasa +3 for Medina. I mean, I could technically make a +4 for both of them. But I think for right now, we'll just leave that as is. Other than that, I think we're pretty solid. I wish we could get Garvel and Adelard magic reflexing a little bit more. But I think... Oh, Adelard's at 95 Brave. maybe something I'll work on after. But I think that's as good as we're gonna get it, so let's just keep going with that. All right. So, same thing as usual. I'm very surprised. Not surprised, but I'm very pleasantly surprised with Medina. Medina's doing really well for someone who, you know, Gumi basically gave her to us for free. And I know people kind of re-rolled for her, but actually, even though I started pretty early in the game, I never actually re-rolled for her. So I didn't have her until they did that challenge board. I think I had 40 shards for her, but I never actually pulled her until after. Once I got her from the challenge, from the bingo board, then I pulled her in a random pull. But other than that, I've just been working on her completely from the daily, was it friend medals? So if you guys started by the time the bingo board was in play, you should probably have Medina by now if you wanted her. So, and I definitely did want her for farming, but then I eventually got Eldira kind of unexpectedly, so I started using her instead. Spirit Breaking Pain, Earth. Just trying to see what some of these do. Chance of inflicting stun. Okay, let's try to inflict that stun. I have a feeling I didn't even use the right attack. So, regardless of... I think I could stand behind Garvel here. Regardless of Garvel's LB, we're still going to use resistance break. Just to make sure that resistance break lasts one turn longer. And we're just going to go dummy thick on this. So I'm just kind of thinking if Howlet can do maybe a hazard break. No, I think we'll stick with jamming thrust just because he's doing way more damage with that. And there he goes, hitting the damage limit. There's a good magic reflex. Good job. Yes. One more for Garvel and we're good. I like that. I like that. So maybe we need to try to separate Garvel and Adelard. But it looks like we're at least going to be able to kill one of these guys. I probably should have done a drain there. Oh, no. That was bad. So now it's kind of seeming that when I change the armor now, that the fragmental rock is might actually be physical. What does this do? Confusion. I'm gonna do heart like needles. And I'm gonna move back away. Gonna try to drain here with Medina. And maybe back up to here. I don't know if that's gonna make any difference.
Feel my power. Shall we? Get ready.
Yikes. That's looking very dangerous. Might be time for Garvel to try to knock those two guys out. But I think as long as we get 2 good turns here with Howlet, we should be pretty good. Look at that, 8,000. That was a nice little chain. And for this, I'll just attack Golem directly. I think we should be in good shape as long as Spirit Breaking Pain, as long as Garvel's able to actually use an attack and not. You know what? Let me do the instant cast one. Should I? It's a big damage difference. Alright, instant cast one. I'm just afraid that he's going to kill me. And of course he uses a buff. So he essentially uses up his turn. I just want to see what Hazard Break can do. Hazard Slash. So I'm gonna just go with the jamming thrust. I don't think we're gonna make it here. I think we're just barely off. Oh my lord. So it's whatever physical damage Medina can do. Damn it. So Adelard dying was not good. I don't know. I changed it so they would have more spirit, but it doesn't seem to be helping much. So let's run an auto for this one. And let's let them clean up the rest of this action here. Just auto. There you go. Good job, Howlett. Okay. Level 87. I feel like I'm leaving some things up with luck here when it comes to those magic reflexes. So I'm kind of feeling like maybe I should try to do something slightly different in terms of trying to AoE these elementals. And then now I'm just trying to think if the positioning is a little bit different for Medina, if I can do something different and get the elementals to line up differently. But for right now, we'll just stick to the same thing. We'll revitalize. And then we're gonna imperil. And use his limit burst. Okay, so Medina's gonna be able to hit with the with her LB. We got the imperil off. And now Howlett with the jamming thrust. For some reason I thought jamming thrust was fire type just because of Adelard. I don't know, I was just thinking of it weirdly. And at the same time, I had him on his main job, not on Red Mage. There you go. The magic counter is gonna definitely help. I think that probably made a difference last time. Spirit Breaking Pain, is that the stun one? Yeah. So I'm gonna try that. Okay. So the game kind of suggests that as long as you're within range. And let me see if I might do another imperil. Let's see if I could get one of these guys. And that'll be one extra turn of imperil on top of that. Oh, we got the stun. So that might be a little bit less damage we take on our side. And then I think Medina is going to be able to drain without risking herself. There we go. We got one of the elementals. Medina with the drain.
How do you like this?
Perfect. Okay, so now just want to make sure to resistance break with Adelard. I may just stand up, maybe here actually. I was gonna go next to Medina, but that might be a better spot just so to reduce the AoE damage just slightly more. I think the Fragmental Rock will still hit all three of them, but the Auroras or the Stongas won't be able to hit as much. So maybe also now I'm thinking maybe Garbo could get between Medina and Howlett and end up doing Heart Like Needles and give them both a boost in magic. Oh. Okay. Thank you, Medina. got me, he got me. So he doesn't have any more AP, but I think he's going to be able to get another attack in. I might just attack with him. Let me see. Think I can still cast? Yeah, so I'll cast right now. And kind of tempted to do his Esper, but I think I'll just attack here. So 985 is not too bad. It's better than the 93 Medina did last time. And so jamming thrust should kill. Okay. Jamming thrust should kill, but we still had the tetrasulfide just in case it didn't. And then part of the issue is also that Medina was actually able to do 2 counters that time. So that probably pushed us over the edge. I think that happened on she got 1 counter on the first run, but on the second run she didn't have any counter, so that might have been part of the reason why we didn't beat it. And again, I hate to like leave it up to luck, but it looks like our reaction abilities are kind of putting some work in. And so we continue here onto level 88. And let's see if we can get another one shot. Alright, so same thing. Medina, Flare. Outlet, Revitalize. And then face forward. Golem comes in with the hit. Imperil, easy. Don't have to aim it. Limit Burst. So that's going to help the Imperil do more damage. And the Flare. Alright, so next we're gonna, well, Jamming Thrust first, and then Cosmo Plume to imperil the ice a little bit further. And we got a critical hit on Golem and a Magic Reflex. And a counter. Good. That is probably the best I can ask for. And we're gonna do Spirit Breaking Pain and see if we could get the stun. And so Adelard's gonna go for another Imperil to get one of these elementals on top of getting Golem. And Medina is gonna drain just for a little bit more staying power. Perfect. Owlet doing the massive damage. Adelard with another crit. And just Blizzard from here on out. Oh, I forgot the drain. I thought I had just done the drain. That's getting dangerous there. So, Adelard, you're just going to Jamming Thrust right now. I think that's the point. Adelard would have been dead last time. It looks like he redirected his attack towards Medina. So maybe Medina just has a little bit more aggro than Adelard does. So let's do that drain. I think that should go off before the elementals do anything. And we're back into perfect health. Fragmental Rock. Both of our boys are dead. But these stones go and do nothing. So we got Howlet here to kind of try to finish off the job. It looks like either the Spirit Down or... Oh, I think I missed the resistance break. So I think the Spirit Down wore off. That could be bad. But let's keep trying here. 13,000. So... we're cutting it like really close here. We would need him to go twice, I think. Wait, let me move up a little bit before time runs out. And see if I could do the Stella. No. It's not much more, so I'll just do the more damage. Medina, let's see the Tetrasulfide. We're within 700. And we lose two of our turns to the 2 dead units. So close, but so far. Whoops, I took a screenshot. All right, so then this is just going to be an auto. Let me drink a little bit of water. And I just got to throw it on auto. So the thing that I missed there was the resistance break.
I barely broke a sweat.
And that was because I did the 2 imperils in a row to get that elemental. And then I was just like, oh, I should just do a driving thrust and get some more damage in, but that actually led to less damage. Because that took about 3,000 away from Howlet 2 times, so it was better to do the resistance break. And then that's why I felt like I was a turn, like Adelard had an extra turn, like he survived an extra turn, because I forgot to do the resistance break. Okay, so lesson learned. Moving on to the next one. So that's another energy down. Well, we'll try to get another 1 shot here. And it's going to be the same thing all over again. Revitalize. Very good magic counter. Imperil. Limit burst. Nice crit. Cosmo Plume lining up. Or actually, thinking about it, maybe a Blizzaga would be better and then save the Cosmo Plume for a little bit later on. But the Blizzaga might take too long. Right there. What do you think? Nah, I'll Cosmo Plume. I don't wanna risk it. Golem is known for dodging and sidestepping, so I won't risk it. Okay, so we'll do this. Try to go for the stun. The stun would be very helpful right now. And we got another Imperil. And I don't know why it doesn't auto-aim onto this guy. But the key thing, there we go, stun. The key thing next turn is to remember the resistance break. And we should be golden after that. Jamming thrust. Nice Imperil. So now there's only 2 elementals left. Good time for a blizzard. I think that buys us a turn for the drain. And then resistance break maybe from here. Maybe that'll actually give us a lot of distance away from the elementals. So they'll target Garvel, but hopefully we'll be able to keep Adelard alive. And we'll only get 1 death. We're not going to go for the Tetrasulfid quite yet. And good, Golem hits us before we do the drain, so we'll be able to recover. And clutch Magic Reflex by Adelard. And Medina just barely survives. So in the next few runs, Medina might not survive that. So we got to be extra careful. And we still have a blizzard left. So I think we should be able to make this. Adelard is still alive, so he gets an extra jamming thrust in, or I guess a ruin. Howlet, jamming thrust. The writing is on the walls. Rest in peace. Oh, actually, that was the last turn, so we did make it. I don't want to say barely because we did about 5,000 of overkill, but we did get the extra damage from Adelard. So keeping Adelard alive would be very good. That works out. I just something about this makes me feel like having defense actually was helpful because it feels like Adelard is dying faster. But that may just be me. Let's just look at this real quick. So I think I could actually, since this is a spirit item, I think I might be able to actually switch this to here, to the sortilege. And I know I have another one. This one's actually better on both aspects. And he will have both spirit and defense if I give him this. So just to double check, I may switch that back. Oh, actually, Mont's TMR might be better. But maybe there's something else with more spirit. Rain's Coat. Let's go with Rain's Coat. It's more spirit and more HP, so I don't know why. I had that on at the beginning. I don't know why I took that off. So since that has spirit, the sortilege will give the defense. I don't think anything else has better defense than that. So, and it'll stack a little bit more spirit. So that should help. In terms of Adelard, he has to wear this, so that gives him a little bit of defense. And this is the best I have in terms of spirit. But I could actually give him this now. And that will give him a little bit more staying power than the fittest Lacerna. But this one has more defense. This one has more spirit. So let's see if he survives any longer. In that case, then it's definitely spirit. If not, then it's probably a combination of both. I don't really know. I know the physical attack is defense, so that could be a factor. But it seems like mostly when the kills happen, it's because of fragmental rock. So I don't know. I don't know, man. I just want them to survive. I don't want to spend so much time thinking about all this stuff because I definitely don't have the best equipment. So another thing I could probably figure out is some kind of like magic resistance card, like maybe Tom Mary, I guess. So that's something to think about. Tom Mary in place of the accuracy card, because I think I may have enough accuracy from that ring. I could be wrong on that too, so don't quote me on that. With spirit down.
Take that.
8,000, nice. This guy's hitting Medina. Nice cap there. Cap damage. See, so I think that's the thing about this raid, is like Howlett's doing cap damage. Ooh, wow. Howlett's doing cap damage without having to chain, so there's something about that just I really like about this raid. Not that chaining is bad, but it's sort of weird that you need to like pay so much AP just to do good damage, and also you have to chain. So I need to make sure to get the resistance break here. Oh wait, no, is it the Imperil? Would that be the better move? Depends on how long it takes to cast. But I think the resistance break might be the better move right now. And maybe Garvel has enough AP to do his AoE attack. But that's if he even survives. So I guess Golem used Fragmental Rock pretty early on, and that's why Adelard ended up dying. And Medina is in trouble too. So it's really up to Garvel to get an AoE attack in if he even has enough AP. And Medina is down. So this is not looking good. Medina is most of our damage. She's basically doing half of our damage. Maybe a third of our damage. So let me call an audible here and just kind of move Garvel down here. pulse. I probably don't want to do that. Confusion. Nimble movement. Probably don't want. Maybe I'll do Guardian's Fighting Spirit. Hold on. I'll do it from here. Guardian's Fighting Spirit. Let's go. And then move him down here. Oh, jeez. I hate that feeling of almost running out of time. So hopefully that makes him a little bit more tanky. Ugh, doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it helped that much. But then again, that stupid thing is annoying. Alright, so doesn't look like they lined up for the detonation blast, so I might just do one of these other attacks. I'll do Spirit Breaking Pain again. Hopefully that stuns. And Golem with the Fragmental Rock once again. So it looks like he's getting a little bit more aggressive with that as we've gotten him to a higher level. I mean, I don't think AP is an issue, but I just think maybe there's some kind of aggro factor built in. All right, so that's a 2-shot. So we're gonna just run the second one on auto. And actually next turn, I might try to maybe position everyone differently. And so that the Fragmental Rock has a harder time hitting, but I feel like the AoE on that is so huge that it's pretty much unavoidable. And since the Golem moves before Adelard, maybe the Imperil can just hit from anywhere instead of having to line them up. Yeah, there's something weird about in raids how the boss ends up doing a different pattern on the second run. That is so weird to me.
How do you like this?
I noticed that since like the Ifrit raid. Okay, as long as Medina and Howlet both hit, I think we should be able to. Because, I don't know, sometimes I have a feeling that they're going to do the most off-the-wall stuff and then end up not cleaning up the raid. So, thankfully they did. So, we will have to see if we can one-shot the next one. If not, then I think that's our last energy. This light might be too bright. Okay, that seems okay. Alright, so here we have our level 91. Ends in 16 times. I think we should probably have a Tomberry. No? This one maybe should have been a Tomberry. So it looked like the armor change didn't really help at all. But then again, Golem did use an extra Fragmental Rock. So I can't really figure out what's going on with that. But like I said, let's try to just position a little bit differently and see if that helps. So Medina, you're still gonna move up because she can survive that one hit.
Those who stand in my way shall meet a swift
Revitalize.
shall we?
Golem's turn. So Garvel doesn't even have to move. Does Adelard have to move? Yes, he does. Okay, so maybe I'll Imperil first. And then with Garvel, I'll just do this and actually take a step back. Or maybe two. He does have like movement abilities, so maybe I'll try to use that in combination with his attacks. You know, move with his attack command and then maybe move him back or something. I don't know. So Medina's already taken almost half damage. I may need to consider draining with her first turn now. So actually want to try something moving to this spot right here. Because then I think he won't be able to physical attack Medina. And good, he went for a Stonga. which is better than him doing the fragmental rock. So what I'm going to do is resistance break. And it looks like my units are pretty separated here. You see. I can't really hit Golem with anything from here. But what else? I'm going to have to get them close together. Let me see if I could hit it with anything from here. No. Alright, so maybe one more square. And then I think that'll actually move me forward. I'm just gonna drain. Oh, nice. So he's not doing his fragmental rock yet. That physical attack did hurt a lot, though. So I definitely do assume that it is physical. Adelard in a bad spot. Adelard down. That's okay. Adelard, if just Adelard dies, that is fine. Do we have enough for a detonation blast? No. So I'm gonna move up. No, I'm gonna stay here. No, I'm gonna move up and do unavailable pain. Medina, you're just gonna blizzard. Maybe Blizzara or Blizzaga. I don't really have enough AP. I have enough AP to do two Blizzagas, to do two Blizzards. So maybe I'll just stick to that. Nice Garvel, nice hit before you die. But it's okay that you died as long as you got that hit in. And Howlet with a big hit. Medina with one more Blizzard. And then we're just going to try to hold here. One elemental within range. The others are kind of too far, I think. Defense up and spirit up. I think Howlet can penetrate that. And I don't think Howlet can penetrate that. Stella. He doesn't lower spirit. Okay, so jamming thrust. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do enough damage, but the tetrasulfide might. And it doesn't. Oh wait, maybe no, it doesn't. So that spirit down wore off, or maybe it just got canceled out by the spirit up. So actually we might, no. So that's 3, that's 2, and that's 1. I thought we were gonna have one more turn, but guess not. So we were very close, but we just couldn't pull it off. And I think that's the last energy once we run this one. So maybe I'll just do a couple of multis after this. And we can see, usually when I get to the multis, the level 100 multis, I see people doing like slightly different things. And it's just like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. You know, the jamming thrust was one of those examples.
Those who stand in my way shall meet a swift end. I barely broke a sweat.
So if Howlet wasn't basically doing more than the damage limit, I would have probably done his limit burst first and then jamming thrust. But jamming thrust kind of, or maybe drain evocation, I think that gives Earth Eater. But I feel like since jamming thrust is basically hitting the limit, there's really no sense in having to do any pre-debuffs. So one thing I want to check right now is this Mind Flare card is 1793 damage limit up, and Twin-Headed Dragon is 1511. Okay, just wanted to make sure. But the Mind Flare card is giving more. And actually, now that I think about it, one thing I can do is buy Mind Flare shards from the shop. Let me see how many I need real quick. So he is level 60. So I only need 15, so that seems like a no-brainer to me. And if we have this damage limit up to the max, we can actually do a lot more damage with Howlet without having to buff anything. Oh, he's one of the ones that cost 100. So that's 100 for 10. Let's do it. Let us do it. So actually, I got some back from that. All right, so let's go to vision cards. So even just awakening him should give us a little extra boost. Yeah, already that's 200 damage right there. So maybe some of Howlet's buffs can actually help the Wind Resist down and the Earth Eater. So let's see. Let's try to get a great success here. So maybe 15. Bunch of these. Come on. Maybe like 30 or so. 35, let's say. A handful of these. Right to there. Okay, let's try that. No great success. All right, let's try about 2 levels worth. Maybe 2.5. That's 1, 2.5 or so. Let's give them some of the mediums and some smalls. And let's see what we get. Nope. All right. And then we're just gonna max it. Doesn't seem like it gave us that much. Okay, 2,000. I guess that's the maximum. So let's go up to here. Maybe 9. Maybe a bunch of these. You know what? Let's try one more time for the great success. No great success. So great success. Okay. So let's just max it out. 12 super potions. Super rare. Okay. Perfect. So now we have 2,000 plus damage. So hopefully that makes a huge difference. Or, oh, I just bought those eggs. So I'm still trying to get some LSRL shards. I finished buying her the ones from the shop, the 120. Now this week I'm gonna try to get it to here. And that should be another 5, 10 plus 20. So that's 30 more. So that's not too bad. That should leave her in good shape for whenever I do pull her. That should be at least LB3. And then we're about 100 and something away from LB4. Maybe 100 after this whole little sequence here. But let's go back and let's continue along with our Golem raid. Okay, so I kind of did end up liking that spread out tactic. Oh wait, that was our last one. Oh, I'm sorry. I did like that spread out tactic though at the end. That was very helpful. So let's see if, I guess I'll have to switch back to Howlet in the first slot. Let's see if we could do a couple of multi-raids. Of course, we're trying to find good ones. There we go. And in fact, we might actually try to put our own room and use our raid. So actually, we look like we're doing pretty perfect here. And it's funny, I didn't even read the room title. But you know, it seems like they're just asking for wind for the most part. And it doesn't really matter what you bring. So I think it might be nice to do a wind resist down if the other Howlet doesn't do it. But for the most part, I think I'm gonna revitalize turn 1 and then just probably auto and let him do jamming thrust. In fact, I think if I auto from here, Oh no, he's not gonna revitalize because he's too slow. Golem's gonna go first, and then the 2 Howlets are gonna go. So I will just revitalize. It's already telling me to jamming thrust, but I'll revitalize first.
Those who stand in my way shall be swift in.
And he's just jamming thrusting. So next turn I might actually do the LB and then put it on auto. And the Leelas will take care of the AoE damage, so that is very, very good. So let me move here, I guess. And do the Stellar Artist. And then I'll just auto from there. Since the Leelas took care of the elementals, I think we should be good. Maybe actually I should move away from the other Howlet. Oh, nobody brought the Mind Flayer card. But I think we should be in good shape though. Let me move like back here and then jamming thrust. But the fact that we're all wind, we're chaining, we're magic, we're gonna do tons of damage. So I think this is gonna be pretty good. We're all doing like max damage. So unless one of us dies, we should be able to beat this. Oh, he didn't do max damage. What happened? Alright, so we're chaining off of him anyway, so I think we're good. And the last little Leela should do it. Alright, so I mean, I think as long as I just say wind, I think people will come and help me. So let's see if people help me. Because if that's the case, we can get this to level 99, and then we can just get infinite help. So that's basically the key thing of getting to level 99. Like, yeah, you do get that bonus at the end of medals, but once you get to 99 or 100 in the normal raid, you basically can ask for infinite help. People will want to help you just because you have the max level raid. I think with a level 92, I could get people to join me. So I'll just do, oh no, not solo play. Do 4 players, and then I'll just say win please. I find that when you write please, people come in and they're willing to help you. And then just ask for reinforcements. And hey, I might just do this until I get to level 99. I know sometimes people don't join rooms that are lower than 99, but 92 is pretty high. And I wouldn't expect people to turn that down, especially now that there's not that many high level raids. But we'll see. We'll give it like a couple of minutes. And if not, then we'll just cancel out and I'll just end there. But I'm pretty much gonna end here either way, so might as well try to get one of these raids in. Doesn't look like anyone's coming. So usually I used to always just reinforcement request over and over again, but I don't think that makes a difference once you do it the first time. So, but let's just do it just to do it. There we go. Slash attack up, I guess, but I'd rather have him doing jamming thrust. So he's a level 89, which, I mean, I'm 89, so it should be fine. We just need a couple of others. I like how he has the Algaion on. Oh, maybe I should say check VC. Alright, again, I don't know if this actually does anything. Let me try doing that again. Oh man, he left. All right, let's give it another minute, and if we don't get anyone, we'll just leave. Okay, so we got a Leela, and we got the wind attack up. Magic attack up, accuracy up. Okay, I guess that's magic attack up. Magic attack up? Wait, so are we overlapping? I think we're overlapping. So let me actually change my card, because I think her card is better overall. And I'll take the Mind Flayer card. And it looks like we have 3, so we just need 1 more. For whatever reason, once you have 3, people join the room faster. I feel like we could probably go with 3. Especially since we have a Leela. So I'll give it like 10 more seconds and then we'll just go in. And if not, then we lose. Oh well. But I think we all have bells, so we have enough HP or AP. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going with 3. A lot of times going in with 3 doesn't work, but we're level 92. Hopefully it should be fine. And we have a Leela, so she should take care of the elementals. I think I did read a Reddit thread. I read the title that said someone did it with a team of just Howlet and Little Leela, so I think with a team of 3 we should be pretty good.
Can you keep up?
And it looks like both me and the other Howlet are going to revitalize, so that'll be even better.
Shall we?
So hopefully Leela can clean up these guys over here and then come back and join us. So I'm going to do the LB and then just go on auto. Perfect. I don't know why I wasn't able to do that with Eldira. So let me move up, do the LB. Good, so didn't do the 9999, but I did lower his wind attack resistance. And now the other Howlet is doing a ton of damage. And he did the 2000 extra damage over 2000 over 9999. So that's good. So here we're chaining and we're all doing 11999. So I think we should be good with this. And just the fact that they helped me means that I didn't have to spend any more energy. So I think this is really a matter of just surviving. So if anything, it looks like the bottom Howlet is in a little bit of trouble, but he took that fragmental rock no problem. I think if anything, we just use Drain Evocation. And not only will that do good damage and heal us, but it also will bestow the Earth Eater. Or the slash piercing rate. So, and there you go. Oh wait, no, it's not spirit piercing, it's slash piercing. But still, we're gonna still be chaining and we're still doing a lot of damage. There you go, 3 people is all that's needed if you go online and you're level 92. Might make a little bit of a difference at a higher level, but 92 works. So now that we're 93, it might actually be easier to get a 4th person. For whatever reason, people just don't want to come into like lower level rooms, even though like a 92, like 90 up is probably pretty good. People still won't want to do it. So let's see, if I could get mine up, I'll do that. Win magic only. Yeah, so there's a lot of 99s. So what I'll do is I'll do this one. Not solo play. I'll do 4 players and I'll say win, the same thing, win please, check VC. So the major reason I'm doing this is because I'm out of energy already. And then just invite, I don't think anyone from my guild or friends is coming, so I'll just leave it at random. And we'll give it a minute. If no one comes after a minute, then we'll leave. But looks like we already have a Leela. I think as long as a Leela comes in, people will see the Leela and be willing to stay. This Leela knows that we can do it, so... Alright, we definitely are waiting for a third. And if it takes too long for a fourth, we'll just end there. But I think I will end after this one anyway, just so I could take a break. Alright. Give it like 40 more seconds. I really should just wait because it seems like this little Leela is willing to stay in. And let me just do another reinforcement and quest. But if she ends up leaving, then I'll just leave. I'll just close it out and call it a day. Okay. We'll give it another minute. This little Leela's waiting here patiently. I feel bad for turning her away, but it seems like people aren't super eager to kind of come in here. And that's kind of annoying, to be honest, but 30 seconds. And you know, actually, I'm sort of willing to go in with just 2. I don't know. I don't know. I know I'm not level 99. That's the thing that's stopping me. I think maybe 10 more seconds, 15. Five, 4, 3, 2. Let's try this again. I feel bad closing out on this Leela after letting her wait for so long. Hand boy, letting him wait. I don't know. I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. Looks like they're willing to wait, and I'm kind of just feeling bad right now. Should I just go in and just auto it? I don't know. I'm just gonna disband. I'm sorry. I had to do it. People aren't coming. But I did get my 1 energy back, so I'll probably just... Oh my god. Alright, I'm just gonna end there, guys. I'm sorry. I don't really want to do this 1 energy. I'm a bit tired, so I'll come back in next time and we'll do the rest.